Hello everyone, I hope I didn't take so long since the last video. I know I promised to make a video after a week of posting that last tutorial, but shit happens, I guess. Anyway, one of the comments suggested that I do the car in the space trend. I know the trend is dead, but learning the thing will not die eventually, so you can use what you're gonna learn right now in other trends or in other scenes or other ideas. So whatever you are learning, you're not losing anyway. I'm not trying to run away from the fact that I took so long to come back to a new video. And last time I did the video I was sick, that's why I was kind of on low energy mode. Maybe you will feel the change in the vibe right now. So yeah, let's stop the chit chat and let's actually start working. First of all, we're gonna take off the cube as usual. And then the scene, for example, is gonna be like this. This is gonna be an example for us to work on. It's not gonna be this advanced because, as you can see, actually he worked on textures and that will take most of the time to make this scene. So actually, like the HDRI he used, the animation of the car, everything, it's like similar to the last video. It's just keyframes and there is nothing of genius work there. It's just like the texture takes a lot of time to make. I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna explain how to make this animations and to adapt to this style of lighting. So yeah, like on this tutorial, I'm gonna focus on new things, like animation from other perspectives. It's not the car falling or anything. The car is just floating. I'm gonna show you how to do that. I will show you how to adapt the lighting to this environment, and I will make sure that you're gonna make something that looks beautiful. So first things first, we gonna bring a car, and as usual I'm using a Blender Market. You can use anything else, like there is a lot of platforms to bring models from and stuff. Always make sure to take a model that the owner of it said you can use it. Like, let's not do any stealing or anything else. And also it's really good to tag the person who made the models in under your work to at least appreciate them and respect their work. So yeah, like let's find the car. Okay, to make everything easier in work, we need to find a car that is actually rigged. And rigging is another thing in Blender to do, like to prepare your scene if the car has animation and everything. So you simply can go to Google and just type the car you want and you add rigged next to it. So for example, BMW rigged model 3D, Blender, whatever. So you download it rigged. So for me, I already have a rigged model. Shout out to my friend Skips, because he sent me that model. Now, okay, I'm gonna bring that model. Okay, here is the model of the car. It's a Lamborghini something something, I don't remember. But now okay, let's check the car and everything. Everything is alright, as you can see here. And it's rigged. What rigged means, when you like, the normal model of the car doesn't have all of those icons and everything, but when it's rigged, it makes the work way easier, because like you click on the rig and then pose mode, and you can then move the wheels together. It's better than moving everything one by one, and you can You see, like it's suspension, everything. Uh, this is for the drifting, for example, like if it's drifting, and look how the wheel is keeping the forward direction, it's good. Anyway, so now we have a rigged car. And now we need to bring the HDRI. As we saw before, because if it's a space scene, you're gonna use something that has moon background or earth background. You do you. I might put in the description some websites to get the HDRI from. If you're a lone wolf and you can do it by yourself, that's good for you. Always searching for things for yourself is great, and it shows how much you are willing to learn. And I started speaking like a father, but yeah, let's find the HDRI. Okay. Okay, I found this HDRI. You will not find it because this is the full plan of Blender Market. But yeah, like you understood the assignment. That's the style of HDRI you need to find. So now we go to render mode. Make sure it cycles, it's on GPU, so you don't feel that your PC is slow. And this is it. Like half of the work is already done. Now we can, like, for example, like for me, like the HDRI should be like I want the earth to be closer to the camera. So we're gonna go to shading. Like even if it's like even if you find a good HDRI, you should keep in mind that you can always like rotate the HDRI, move it as you want, and you can do a lot of things to it. I'm just gonna move it closer to me, so okay, this is good so far. Now I'm gonna go out of pose mode because I forgot about that. Anyway, so now the as we saw in the scene, it's like at least it's like blurry at first, and then the car is moving a little bit. It's like floating, and then there is taking shots of multiple angles. And the inconvenience in HDRI is that, as you can see here, like in real world, like when the camera is moving forward to the object, the background also moves with it. But here it's the same thing, and that's gonna give a bit of unrealism. So make sure to make the camera movement only as a rotation, like just like this. And as you can see, it's working well here. But if I'm gonna zoom out and in, it's just gonna make the camera looks less unrealistic. There is a solution for that. It's by using planes, and it's just gonna be compositions and like layers. So that's, I'm gonna keep it for another video because totally you don't need it right now. But for now we did HDRI and we brought a rigged car. Now we just need to animate the car and the cameras. Okay, so last time I did a mistake and it's kind of made a lot of people lost. So when I went to Compositor, when I went to video sequencer, instead of I click here and then I press scene, I kind of like clicked new, and the new makes another scene actually. And that's why people felt lost. Like when you make new here and then you go back to the 3D viewport, you find nothing, or you find the scene but there is no sound because it's actually in a new scene. So make sure here when you go to video sequencer, do not press new, just click on this icon and then press scene, and then it's gonna open this tab for you. So now we're gonna bring a song. I don't know which song we should put, but let me just grab a song that I already have. Okay, so I'm gonna add this song because I liked it. And as last time, wait, I'm gonna put 0.1 here, so the sound is not too strong. How I added it, if you didn't watch last video, it's you add it from here and then sound, and then you just click on the song that you downloaded. Now I'm gonna choose the part that I need based on the scene in my head. So the 2 first seconds gonna be total blur and then the animation. So this is good. Okay, now we're gonna analyze the sound. So here, this is the first camera. And then that's the second, third, fourth, so basically it's gonna be 4 cameras. I guess 4 is enough, so I'm gonna just put 250 frame. I'm gonna add a little bit so it matches the rhythm. Okay. This is good. 260 frames is enough for me. So now we go back to 3D viewport, and then we grab the camera, we click here on the outline of the camera, and then we go to view, to 3D cursor, to camera views, camera to view, so you can move with the scroll wheel, and in the same time it moves the camera also, because if you take it off it's just gonna be like this. So if you wanna like control the camera with your scroll wheel and the mouse, you just click here, camera to view, and then you're gonna move it here. And it's actually a good thing because it's gonna simplify the movements. Like I can put keyframes here and then keyframes on 0, and then after 40 frames I'm gonna move it here, and then you see. So yeah, that's how it works. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the car, go out of, okay, don't forget to take off camera to view before you leave the camera view, because if you're gonna do this and try to leave it, it's not gonna leave. You have only one choice, is to click here. But to be safe, because sometimes you're working on a complicated scene and you're already overwhelmed with a lot of things, so make sure always to take off camera to view before leaving so we don't mess up things. Now we're gonna move from the rig like this. Okay, so here it's moving. This is a good position, I think. And now it's, because it's floating, it's just a slow movement forward, maybe with a little bit of rotation. So we're gonna put keyframes all over here, and then we go to the end of the timeline, and then we move it backward. We put the keyframes right here. That's good. Okay, this is only a location movement, but we need a little bit of rotation, so we go back here and then we go to the end. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be better off if like we, yeah, like this, and then in the end it goes down and it's kind of tilted a little bit, and that's good. Okay, now we're gonna select all and then right click, and then you put linear. So it's a constant movement because it's already floating, so it's not like speeding up or slowing down. Okay, I guess we can work on the lighting right now, and then we work on the camera. So as you can see here, it's a lot dark. So before everything, we first of all, like, we fix the settings here. So I'm gonna put full global illumination and take off light tree, motion blur. Here, like the pixel filter, put 1 pixel, and then color management. I'm gonna work on AGX and medium contrast. Now we can add the light. So Shift A and then light area. I'm gonna position the light like this. I'm gonna make it stronger. And then maybe front light also, so the inside of the car is more visible. And I guess also backlight, but it's gonna be from the side a little bit. I can change the color of this so I can see where the lighting is. Okay, so every red highlight is the backlight. So okay, this is good enough. Oh, this is gonna look so beautiful. Okay, so we don't have red light in the galaxy, but we can put maybe blue, bluish white. Bluish white light is good. So yeah, now we go back to the camera. So first scene, we're gonna change the resolution because it's, as I said last video, it's a phone resolution, so we're gonna inverse those. 1920 in the y-axis and 1080 in the x. And then camera to view, and you position it with shift and mouse wheel, so you move right and left and up and down, and only scroll wheel for rotation. So shift scroll wheel to move it to the left, then only scroll wheel, and then shift scroll wheel, as you can see on the screen. Oh, it's wrong positioning. Okay, this is a good thing to happen in a tutorial. You see why, like, every time I'm moving it, the camera is coming back here, because by mistake I did a keyframe here, and it's keeping, like, every time, like, I play the video, it cancels what last thing I did, and it goes back to the keyframe. So I'm gonna delete this keyframe, and then I go back here, and it should work right now. Yeah. Which one we start with? We can start like this. This is good. Okay. Okay, so now, as I said, it's gonna be mostly rotation with a little bit of location, but we're gonna keyframe all of those. And then we move forward, and then we move it, and then you do keyframes again. Okay, that's good. Linear again. Okay, the beginning of the song is so slow and calm. The speed of the camera right now is so fast. So I'm just gonna make this go so far away to make those couple of frames move a little. That's good. But I have a problem now that the car is kind of to the left. That's annoying, so I'm gonna just tweak it from here. That's good. And then just to make sure, select all and linear again. That's good. Now we go to the, you see, like now I wanted to go out of the viewport, but I forgot camera to view and then it moved, so go back. Just take off camera to view and here. Now we're gonna add a new camera. And then we click on the first camera and then set active. And then we go to 0 and you press here Control B. Control B is to assign the camera to the timeline. And so the timeline understands which camera is working right now. And then we go to the other camera that we added new and then set active. And then we go to the here. Wait, this is where the new camera gonna enter. So set active, Control B, and as you can see, this is gonna happen. That's good. You can move the camera if it's not matching the rhythm. So I will just move it back slightly. That's good. Now I'm gonna move this camera to, so I kind of need the front light, so I'm gonna just tweak it from here. Where is our front light? This is front light. We go back to render view and then camera, and then we make it stronger. And this is good. This is actually good. Yeah, I like it. We can make it bluish a little bit to add a little bit of cold feeling because it's space. Now for the camera, it's gonna be a little bit of a close-up, moving to the left like this. So we go back here and then we put keyframes and then we move forward and I move to the left like this. And then again, linear. Okay, this is so cool. And now we're gonna add another camera and we will just go on like that. Set active, Control B. Okay, this is good. Now we move the camera and we change the focal length so we get more data or view field. This is good. So, okay. The car is moving. If I press space right now, the camera is gonna stay in its place and the car is gonna move forward. So, to fix that, we will assign, we go back here and then we fix this and then we assign the camera to the car, camera, and then shift, click the car, and then Control P to parent it. Keep transform. And now it's moving with it, and that's good. So we can see it here too. They are both moving together. That's good. And now we can do a little bit of rotation inside the car. So here and then move forward like this. And then again linear. and then another camera. And this is my favorite position, I guess. So another camera here. And then camera number 4. I'm gonna delete this keyframe. Then we go back here. That's good. Okay, now we have the animation of the cameras. We can rewatch it. That's good. I feel like there is a little bit of misplacement for the cameras here. Wait. Okay, now what we still have, the wheels rotation. So for the wheels rotation, it's gonna be using pose mode, and then there is circle here, and each wheel has the circle, so you're gonna move that circle forward. So I would go to item, and then I would rotate it here. So 0% insert keyframe, and then move it forward like 175 degrees is good, I guess. That's good. And then linear, as usual, always linear. We go now to the other side. Also forward. So we put keyframe here. Okay, go back to the other one and make sure the first frame of the rotation is on 0. And the last frame is after the timeline. Like for me it's 260, so I'm gonna put it 264. So here we go back to this. We put 0 to the 0 here. Then we go to the end. And then rotate forward. Insert keyframe. Make sure it's linear. And you're good to go. That's good. The wheels are rotating. Everything is alright. So last check. We can put denoise. I'm gonna put it to 158. 55. That's good. Okay, I did all of this without saving, so I'm just gonna save it now. So I'm gonna save it here. I'm gonna type tutorial space save. Okay, I thank God Blender didn't crash. Now we're gonna go for the artistic part. So it's based on your vision, based on how you see colors, what you want to transfer, the theme, everything. So we're gonna go to compositing, You press new, and then you render one frame. This is good. I'm gonna now add glare. So I will put bloom, and then Shift D to duplicate it. Some streaks, those thingies, and then make them small. Then Shift D again, fog, glow. I don't even know why I put it always. It's good. And then maybe sunbeams. And be careful with it, it's so sensitive. So this is, for now, it looks good. We can use some filters and stuff, so we can go here and then color management. I add the exposure and less gamma, and then we open the curves, put point here and point here, and then we check the scene from another POV. So we go here, we have this. So this is good. We can render this one. We go to compositing again and we click render again. Okay, this is a lot. So we can use keyframes here, or simply, I guess, fog. Okay, not fog, not the bloom is too much, so add a little bit of bloom here, and then make this less. This is good enough. We can check another point of view also. This one. This looks good. I'm just gonna keep it like this, I guess. So I'm gonna keep it like this. So now we just play with the lighting a little bit. Then the colors. The slight move you make here can either make the scene better, or you just ruin it. So be careful, because I'm literally moving a pixel. This is good enough. We can turn off the curve to check the difference. As you can see, it's way better, more cold, more cinematic. I'm not gonna do an advanced composition, because also you have, like, you can use plugins like Assist. I mean, you don't need to do everything by yourself. You can also go more further in those. You can create other variants of nodes. So I guess this is good for now. So now I'm gonna add the pixels. For me, I have the pixels ready in composition as an asset, or you can just use DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere in the editing, or CapCut. Just cut the first scene and make it blurry. Now I'm just gonna use this. So yeah, as you can see, it's blurry right now. I'm gonna take the layout and check. We have from frame 0 to 54. All of that is blur. So from 0 to 54 blur, and then after that 55 it goes back to 0 or 1. Anyway, this is good. Now we have the scene, we have the HDRI, the car moving, the camera set right, and the lighting. I can start rendering, I guess. Before starting to render, I have to check the settings. I'm usually rendering on 2K, so 200% here to double those numbers. 24 FPS. Image PNG. I'm gonna choose the location of the render. Okay, so the denoise, I'm gonna put use GPU, albedo on normal. For this scene, both optics or open image denoise works. So, but optics is faster and uses the GPU denoising. Open image is CPU denoiser made by Intel, I guess. I will check the information after the video. So, okay, here 350 samples, I guess is enough. 0.02. It depends on your PC. It depends on how much time you're willing to let it render. So those settings are not, it doesn't have to be like this. It may change from a PC to a PC and what you want and what do you put in the scene. So you try by yourself, and by time you will get used to it and you will understand what you actually need. Just make sure to get a clean image and you're satisfied with that. So all good here. I will start rendering. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you soon in a video, not like last time. It's a bit of laziness, and also I got flu multiple times. It was crazy. I will just shut the fuck up and I will show you the render. See you guys and enjoy your time.